Greetings. Hi, and welcome to your Yin Yoga class. After a long week, after a hectic week, it's always nice to wind down with a lovely, gentle, restorative practice, and that's what Yin Yoga offers. So today's class is about releasing the back, the upper back and the lower back, especially if you spend a lot of time in front of the computer. We're also going to get into those hamstrings, so underneath or behind your thighs. If you spend a lot of time sitting hunched over a computer, this practice is for you. We'll also get into the hips a little bit, but today's more about releasing the back and releasing the hamstrings. So you know that if you sit for a long time, your hamstrings get shorter, because they're in a contracted position. And if you're spending long hours in front of the computer and not taking any other physical activity, then you're at risk of injuring your back, and also this results in your hips tightening. So we find that it's harder to get into flexibility, especially working from home, spending long hours in front of the computer. We're not moving around as much, so this can end up hurting your back and result in tightness in the hips, and we want to release all of that tension. So all you need today for today's class is a strap. If you don't have a strap, you can use a towel or a cloth to just hook over your foot, and a bolster or a cushion to make your practice more comfortable. So if you're ready to get on the mat, let's do some Yin Yoga. Beginning in your seat. So if your right leg is usually the one in front, switching and placing your left leg in front, maybe sitting on a block or a cushion, closing the eyes, palms open on top of your knees, shoulders dropped, completely at ease, completely relaxed. Arriving in your practice, setting aside all expectations, setting aside all to-do lists, allowing yourself to connect with yourself, relaxing your face, relaxing your jaw, good, keeping the eyes closed, bending your index finger and your middle finger of your dominant hand. Your thumb is out to the side, your pinky and your ring finger are standing, so taking your Vishnu mudra. Bringing your elbow and tucking it in at the ribs of that hand. Bringing your palm up to your face, turning it in to face you, using the right thumb to block the right nostril and the right thumb to block the nostrils, and your fingers to block the left nostril. So thumb to right nostril, pinky and ring finger on left nostril, taking our alternate nostril breathing, our Nadi Shodhana, clearing our channels, energetic channels, etheric channels, balancing the left and the right side of the body, left and right hemispheres, allowing prana to flow through the main tube, the main nadi, Sushumna nadi, I think, along the main nadi. Good. When you're ready, always beginning on the left nostril, excuse me, and always ending on the left nostril. So breathing in through the left nostril, blocking left nostril, exhaling through right, in through right, block right, out through left, and continuing like this. Making sure to drop the shoulders, your gaze is forward, relaxed face. We'll begin. Relaxing the jaw, relaxing the face. Dropping the shoulders. Back is straight. Neck is long, chin slightly tucked. Left palm resting on your left knee, open. Taking long, deep, smooth, even breaths. Making this your last round. Remember to exhale on the left nostril. Ending on the left nostril. Good. Returning your right hand to your right knee. And just returning your breathing to normal. Starting to take up space in the space that you've created through that alternate nostril breathing. Good. Placing your hands on the floor beside you, alongside your hips, opening the eyes. Good. Inhale, sweeping the palms up, bringing them to touch. Exhale, turning the palms down and placing the fingertips on the floor. Inhale, palms to touch. Exhale, sweeping the aura, palms down. Inhale, palms to touch. Exhale, palms down. Last one. Inhale, stretching, reaching, making this your biggest one. Palms to touch and lengthening. Still breathing, lengthening through your arms, lengthening through your spine. reaching, feeling the pull alongside your ribs, lengthening, reaching more, and exhale, palms to the floor, slowly sweeping the aura. Good. Taking small neck rolls here, so not small neck rolls, big neck rolls actually, but slow. So I want you to really take your time. We're going to start over to the right, so dropping your head to your shoulder, rolling back slowly, really making a big circle with your neck, with your head here, really feeling this movement when you reach the other side, and then placing your right ear is in the direction of your right shoulder, dropping the head forward, rolling to the front of that circle and backwards slowly, really giving the neck some attention here, dropping the head, turning the head to the shoulder, dropping the head, dropping the chin, or tucked chin, sorry. Good, and coming back to neutral. And we'll do that to the other side. Dropping your ear to your shoulder, going in the opposite direction. Remember, slow. If this is uncomfortable, taking slow neck rolls. Taking smaller neck rolls. I'm enjoying myself here. Good. Making this your last one. And returning the head and the neck back to neutral. Good. Clasping your fingers behind your neck, or at the back of your head, sorry. Dropping the neck, tucking the chin, and using the weight of your arms, dropping the elbows, and allowing your neck to stretch the back of your neck. It should feel really good. Not pulling unnecessarily, just allowing the weight of your elbows, trying to reach down. And bring your head back to neutral. Hands at your sides. Inhale, palms to touch. Exhale, twisting over to the right. Right hand goes back. Left hand at right knee, turning and gazing over your right shoulder. So twisting from the belly, not from the hip. Good. Inhale, gazing forward. Hands at your sides. Inhale, palms to touch. Exhale, twisting over to the left. Left hand goes back. Right hand at right knee, turning and gazing over your left shoulder. So opening up that chest, twisting from the belly. Inhale, gazing forward, untwisting the arms, and exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, arms up, palms to touch. Exhale, hands to the floor. Placing the left palm on the floor, reaching over to the left side with that right arm so your elbow can come down. Reaching that right arm over to the left side, so try not to allow it to drop, rather reach and lengthen, and you should feel the pull alongside your right ribs, your right side body. Inhale and exhale, coming back to standing, pushing yourself off the floor. Right palm goes to the floor, reaching over to the right side with the left hand. You can place your right elbow on the floor, if that helps. Reaching, lengthening. Inhale. And exhale, pushing yourself away from the floor with the right hand, coming back into a seated position. Good. Removing the block under your bum or removing the pillow, setting it aside, making your way onto your back. So bringing your knees into your chest, hugging the knees, rolling into a ball, reaching your arms in front of you, slow and controlled, making our way to the floor, one vertebra at a time. Allowing your spine to peel onto the floor, and when you're on the floor, bring the knees into the chest, rocking from side to side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, dropping the right leg to the floor, pulling your left knee into the chest and rocking it from side to side. Opening up that hip, warming up. Good. Sending your hands out at your sides, shoulder height, palms facing the ceiling. Twisting over to the right side with that left knee and trying to bring it onto the floor, keeping your whole upper back pressed into the floor, gazing over to the left side or at the ceiling or even towards your right hand. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, bringing that left knee back to your chest, so coming back onto your back. Right knee comes in, rocking from side to side, and hugging the right knee into your chest, sending the left leg to the floor this time. Rocking your right knee from side to side. Breathing. Listening to your body, listening to yourself, giving yourself exactly what you need. Good. Hands out at your sides, dropping the right knee over to the left side. Pressing the upper back into the floor, so your right shoulder blade on the floor. Maybe gazing at the ceiling this time, gazing over to the right side. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale, pulling that right knee back into the chest, coming back onto your back, left knee into the chest, rocking from side to side. Good. Crossing the right ankle over the left knee, grabbing behind your left thigh, so clasping your fingers behind your left thigh, using your right elbow to push your right knee out even more, and pulling your left knee into the chest. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good. Uncrossing that right foot off your left knee, rocking from side to side, crossing the right ankle this time over the left ankle, sorry, over the right knee, clasping your hands behind your right thigh, using your left elbow to push your left knee out, pulling the right knee into your chest. Remember, your whole back is pressed into the floor here, so you're not lifting. Your whole upper back is pressed into the floor. And see if you can challenge yourself to go a bit deeper each time you do this exercise or practice this asana. In your reverse pigeon, reclined pigeon. Good. Uncrossing the left ankle, bringing your knees into your chest. And taking a happy baby here. So feet to the sky, knees still bent, grabbing the outside of your feet, or maybe grabbing the ankles, pulling the knees into your armpit, maybe finding stillness or rocking from side to side if that's within your practice. And if you're looking for a little more, see if you can pull your knees away from each other. So opening up more in the knees, meaning you're opening up more in the hips. But remember, never straining, never going further than you can manage. It's a journey, not a sprint. Remember that. There's always more to find in your yoga practice. There's always more within a posture. There's always deeper ways to extend yourself. So take it at one day at a time, and we meet ourselves exactly where we are. So the practice can take over. And we can step aside and allow it to weave its magic. Good. Breathing deeply here. Bring the knees together, hugging them in at your chest, rocking from side to side. Good. So grabbing your strap, if you have a strap, or if you have a towel that you'd like to use, or a cloth or something that will, or even a belt helps, that can help you with some of the poses that we're going to do. Okay, so bringing your feet onto the floor, legs onto the floor, you're completely flat on the floor, so your entire spine is pressed into the floor. If not, maybe bringing your knees into the chest. I find this helps me. And placing the legs on the floor again. Good. Grabbing your strap, bending your right knee, hooking the strap or cloth or towel over and around your foot, straightening that right leg, but keeping a micro bend. If straightening is completely unbearable, you don't want to lock out the knee in that straightened position, so you want to stay safe, keep a micro bend in your knee, and trying to pull that right leg towards your face. Not straining, so not tensing or tightening anywhere else, keeping the left hip firmly on the floor, or keeping the left hip square, your left glute pressed firmly into the floor, so you're completely balanced, you're not wobbling in one direction and in another. Maybe bending the knee if straightening the leg is too much for you, and trying to bring that leg closer to your chest. And just breathing into it. Stretching the back of the leg here, your hamstring. And if you spend a lot of time sitting in your chair, at the computer, then this is really dedicated to you, because sitting actually shortens our hamstrings and can result in back injuries and tight hips as well. So The nice thing about the yin practice is that we can always stretch out those muscles, especially the ones we neglect through our lifestyles, and send fresh blood flow there, fresh oxygen. Still breathing deeply. And really get deep into the fascia. Deep into the muscles, into the tissues. And get some release and relief as well. Just breathe. Good. Now, bringing that leg, so that foot is in line with your knee and in line with your hips, so not too low, not too high, just there where you get your 90 degrees. Sending that right leg out to the side, keeping your left glute, your left hip firmly down, so you're not lifting that left hip or glute off the floor. And wherever you land, wherever you find that that's where your stretch, or that's where you need to be, staying there. Inhale and exhale. Stretching that inner right thigh. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Well done. Bending that right knee, releasing your strap, or bring that right knee into your chest, rocking it from side to side. Good. Sending that right leg to the floor. Bringing the left knee into the chest, rocking from side to side, grabbing your strap, hooking the strap over and under your foot, finding that center point, maybe pushing past that center point, so pulling your leg towards you. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Remember your right hip, right glute firmly on the floor, right hip square. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So you can use both hands here, or you can use one hand with the strap, depending what you have, depending what's comfortable for you. You can use both hands, just, yeah, not tensing in any other part of your body. Still breathing. Coming back to center, flexing the foot, sending that left leg out to the side slowly, taking your time, right glute pressed into the floor, right hip down, maybe using your hand to anchor your right hip down, sending that left leg out to the side, glutes relaxed, inner thighs relaxed. Not holding on, just allowing the practice to do what it needs to do. Stepping aside, completely relaxed. So releasing in that left inner thigh, just let go. And releasing even more. And you'll notice that the more you just relax. The tendency is to tense so that we don't hurt ourselves. That's the body protecting us. But you know that you're safe. You know that you're taking it to where you need to take it. So when you get to where you need to be, just let go. And see what that does for you. See if your body opens up and responds to that. And just breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Done. Bending the knee, bringing it into the chest, letting go of the strap. Rocking the knee from side to side. Well done. Good. Bring both knees into the chest. Rocking from side to side. Hands out at your sides in a T. Dropping the knees over to the right side. Gazing over the left shoulder. Upper back pressed into the floor. Good. Bring the knees back into the chest. Rocking from side to side and dropping them over to the left side. Hands still out at your sides. Inhale and exhale. Good. Bringing the knees back into the chest. Rocking one last time. Grabbing behind the knees. Rolling like a ball. So rounding in the back. Gaining more momentum. And making your way to a seated position. Sending your legs out in front of you. Good. I actually want to face this way. Good. Sending your legs out in front of you. Finding a nice comfortable seat. Back is straight. Back is long. Abs and ribs tucked in. Chin slightly tucked in your Dandasana, your staff pose. Good. Bringing the right knee into your chest, giving yourself a nice big hug, a nice big squeeze, rounding into the back, and sitting upright, sending the right knee to the floor, pressing the right foot into your left inner thigh, squaring the hips. Trying to send that right knee to the floor. If you need support, you can place a pillow underneath your knees or blocks, whatever you need to do. Inhale, sweeping the palms up, and exhale, forward fold, leaning over the left leg. So if you'd like to use a strap here as an assist to try and pull your chest further down, do what you need to do. But remembering to relax, sending your chest down first, then your head. Remember to try and release into wherever you're feeling tension. Just let go of holding on and see what happens. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, releasing. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, relax and release. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale, big sigh out. Walking yourself back into an upright position, bringing your right knee into your chest, giving yourself a big squeeze and a big hug. Sending the right leg to the floor. Bringing the left leg into your chest. So bending the left knee. Walking your left heel in as close as you can to your bum. Seated upright. Big hug, big squeeze. And sending that left knee to the floor. Pressing the left foot into the right thigh. Sweeping the palms up. And exhale, sending your body down using a strap, using a pillow across your knee or across your thigh. Take it to where you need it. This is your yin practice. Inhale and exhale, release. Inhale and exhale. 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 Last one, inhale and exhale, big sigh out. Coming back to a seated position, bringing that left knee back into your chest, big hug, big squeeze. Sending your left foot to the floor. Good. So bending the right knee again, sending your right foot to the outside of your left knee. Trying to place your right knee on top of your left knee, so stacking it, so kind of walking your foot in closer to your body. Your left toes or your left foot is flexed. Still in a seated upright position. About to take our shoelace. Inhale and exhale. Walking your chest towards your right thigh, maybe dropping the head, maybe bending the elbows or bringing your hands closer to each other, closer to your body. Leaning over that right thigh. This is a great hip opener. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, remember to keep a flex in your left toes or your left foot, and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale, walking yourself back to a seated position. Good. Sending, crossing your, okay, let's start like this. Place your left knee back at neutral. Send it to the floor. Bending your right, okay, I've got this all confused. My left and my right leg here, I don't know. So bending your left knee. So your left knee is pointing towards the front of the room, so you're cutting across the mat exactly halfway. With your right leg facing forward, your right shin is parallel to the front edge of your mat. Okay. Walking your hands over your right shin, walking them further, placing your elbows on the floor or maybe using a pillow or a bolster. Leaning over, so walking your chest towards that right shin and dropping the head in your deer pose. Inhale and exhale. Inhale
and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Pushing yourself back to a seated position. Bringing your left leg and left knee to the front. Placing your knees together, so bringing your knees into your chest, giving yourself a big squeeze, a big hug, and sending your legs out onto the floor. Good. Bringing the left knee into, bringing your left knee into your chest, crossing your left foot over your right knee, so it's on the outside of your right knee. Bending that left knee even more, trying to pull your left foot into your thigh and trying to stack your left knee over your right knee. If it's not exactly stacking, that's fine as long as it's moving in that direction. Right foot is flexed, hands at your sides, walking your hands to the top of the mat, dropping the chest, dropping the head for your shoelace. Remember to relax into it, don't resist. That resistance is the tendency to flex the muscle or really tense the muscle. But like I said, you know that you're safe and you know what you need. Good. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, walking yourself back up to seated. Placing the left foot on the floor on the other side of your knee. Bending the right knee this time. Placing the left foot across your mat, so your left foot is parallel to the front edge of your mat. Your shin is also making a right angle with the right knee, so everything is kind of a right angle right now. So remembering that, walking your hands over your left shin. Remember, you can use your pillow or your bolster here. Resting the chest over that left shin and left thigh, dropping the head, completely relaxed and tensing all the muscles in your legs and your thighs and your hips. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, pushing yourself back to seated. Sending your right knee back, coming onto your hands and knees, sending the left knee back. Coming into your tabletop. Good. Walking your hands to the top of the mat. Dropping the chest and the forehead to the floor. Keeping your hips above your knees. For your extended puppy pose. Opening into the shoulders here, into the upper back. So we normally sit hunched over our computers, and this is a great posture to counter that hunching over. So You should feel this in your upper back, in the backs of your shoulders. And if you're looking for a little more, placing your chin on the floor, gazing forward, so lifting your forehead off the floor. And you'll find this will bring your chest onto the floor and open up into that upper back more. But only take this if you need this and if you can handle it. Good. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, coming onto your forearms, dropping your belly to the floor, feet on the floor, so tops of the feet on the floor. Hunching out of your shoulders, your hands are, your elbows are shoulder distance apart, your chin is slightly tucked, gaze is forward and lowered, palms and fingers spread out on the floor in your Sphinx pose. So feeling this in the lower back. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale, coming onto hands and knees, pushing yourself back into tabletop and sinking your hips back into a child's pose. So opening up the knees here, toes touching, knees out to the sides, forehead on the floor, reaching up to the top of the mat with your fingertips, walking your fingertips to the top of the mat. And when you've reached and you can't go any further, planting the palms on the floor. Inhale and exhale. So taking really deep belly breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale, coming back onto hands and knees, crossing the ankles behind you, sitting back towards your ankles, your hands move back towards your knees, lifting the knees up, landing on your bum. So I'm switching sides now. Good. Hugging yourself, giving yourself a big hug, a big squeeze, wrapping your left arm across your knees, placing the right hand behind you, pushing your chest up, gazing over the right knee. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, gazing forward, wrapping your right arms around your knees this time, placing the left hand behind you, seated upright, chest is lifted, neck is long, spine is straight. Inhale and exhale, gazing over that left shoulder. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, gazing forward, bringing that right arm over the left, giving yourself one last big hug, a big squeeze, and reaching forward with the arms, rolling back one vertebra at a time, coming onto your back, bringing the knees into the chest, rocking from side to side, taking your time. There's no rush here. Really giving yourself what you need with this rocking from side to side. Turning your head over to the left side and slowly turning it over to the right. And do one more of those, turning the head over to the left, and bringing it over to the right. Good. We'll take one more spinal twist. So bringing the left knee into the chest, right leg goes to the floor, arms out at your sides, dropping the right knee over to the left side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, coming back onto your back. Left knee into the chest, rocking from side to side, dropping the right leg to the floor, left knee into the chest, arms out at your sides, leaning over to the right side with that left knee. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale, bringing that knee into the chest, bringing the right knee into the chest, taking one last rock from side to side. When you're ready, sending your legs onto the floor for your final resting pose, your Shavasana. You can use your pillow underneath your knees here, or your bolster, sending your legs wider apart, making sure your lower back is pressed to the floor. So you can place the pillow underneath your knees or underneath, just underneath your thighs. Underneath your knees and, the lower part of your thighs. Good. Inhale and exhale. Placing your left hand at your heart and your right hand just underneath your belly button. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, feeling your chest rise up, filling the belly, and exhale, releasing the belly, releasing the chest. Inhale and exhale. Just starting to notice the rise and fall of your breath, of your chest and belly with your hands as you breathe in and out. Relaxing your face, relaxing your jaw, relaxing your neck, your shoulders. Just taking these nice, long, smooth breaths breath to release any tension in the body, release any tension in your mind, in your spirit, in your heart. And just sending some gentle love, loving and kind energy to that tension. And give yourself permission to allow it to leave your body, to melt away into the ether, especially if it no longer serves you. Continue to breathe. And with each exhale, relaxing, letting go. Sending your hands out onto the floor. And if you're staying here for a longer Shavasana, you can hit pause in the video. And if you're joining me to close the practice, reaching your arms over your head, stretching your legs, stretching your arms in opposite directions, reaching, and exhale. Bringing the knees into the chest, rocking from side to side, opening the eyes gently, making a pillow with your right hand underneath your head, dropping the knees over to the right side, placing the left palm on the floor, using it to push you up into a seated position. So coming onto your cushion or your block to close the practice. And just notice as you sit cross-legged, if you can notice any space that's been created in your hips through this practice. I know I have definitely opened up a lot, closing the eyes, placing your hands in prayer at your chest, shoulders dropped, sweeping the palms up and over your head. Bring the prayer down to your chest. Thank you for taking time for yourself, to take time for this yin practice, to release all that no longer serves you, to get closer to that center point, oneness, getting to know yourself better, understanding yourself in deeper ways. Thank you for practicing with me, dear friend. Namaste.